Greg, let's get it out of the way. You scored your first try of the season. Tell me, how you feeling, mate?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Obviously, I don't know. I was starting to think, being new boy to the club, I thought these men don't want to pass me the ball in opposition's half. Like, what's going on here? But yeah, happy to get it out of the way. But it's one of them, innit? One try for a centre is not the best. So if I have to do it at the end of the year, I'll jump on board anyway.
Was it sweeter though that you got your first try against a team like Bradford in the Yorkshire Derby?
Yeah, it was a big game, obviously. So it's nice to get one in such a big game. But as long as I keep doing the stuff that Simon asked me to do each week, then that's sort of my main focus. The tries are a bonus, but hopefully the lads will pass me the ball a bit more now for the rest of the year.
And the coach and the rest of the guys have been talking over the previous weeks about a slower first half start. This one seemed to be a lot better from a fan's perspective, but from your guys' perspective, did you feel like the first half was a better start and going towards where we need to be?
I think the game in general were quite fast from the start. We completed reasonably well. I think that we didn't test them enough with the ball in regarding the shape, but we completed well, and that's what kept us in the game. But I thought the intensity right across the pitch, both teams were good. It were a good derby game, always nip and tuck, and just happy we came out on top with the result. And we've got to keep building and hopefully keep this running streak going, and just build towards the back end of the year and make sure we hit the ground running come playoff time.
We asked Liam Harris what aspects of Bradford's game were the most challenging, and he said that they played a very physical game. They got big guys, big lads who were really charging at you guys. For you, what was the biggest challenge against this Bradford side?
I think, they were physical in the middle. They've got a couple of big boys coming down the middle, anything off a quick ruck. They picked up, Nines got out and fed their middles well, which, put them on the front foot. I think physically we weren't quite there. I think our initial contact wasn't the best across the pitch. That's something that we will address and work on. It's an easy fix, but I thought that they rolled well with it once they got a quick ruck. They all flattened up and got off on the back of it, and that were the difficult patches in the game for us. But I think it showed a great sort of test of character to come back and stay composed at the end to get through and get the win.
And from your teammates, were there any kind of outstanding performances from in your perspective?
I thought Zach did well at wing. I just had a bit of a chat, in changing rooms, and I think sticking him on wing and telling him what to do worked for him. He didn't have to think too much. Just told him to carry the ball hard, and he did that. And he come up with a really big play at the end. We made a bit of a breakdown left edge, and he come back and gained some extra metres down the middle, and I think we scored off the next play, which was a really pivotal part of the game. So no, Zach played really well. But I think across the board we're in a place at the minute where everybody's doing the job. We might not be playing the best rugby at the minute, but we're winning games. That will turn. That's a sign of a good team. If you're not quite playing at your best and you're still winning games, that's a good sign. And I have absolute confidence in the boys that we're going to really turn some good 80-minute performances out coming at this back end of the season.
We were asking a couple of the other guys today that, like you say, although it's not been the prettiest of wins, you are still 8 on the trot, and you've had some wins against some very strong sides like Batley, like now Bradford. Do you think that Halifax Panthers is now, or should they be considered now as a serious contender?
I think that's what we wanted. I think quietly when we were all speaking about as team goals and stuff, we just wanted to challenge ourselves. And we wanted to be at the top end of the table. I think that's a realistic goal to be at now. I think we're playing well enough to be at the top end of the table. But as I've said all year to the lads, and when we've spoken in the group, if you turn up and don't play right, you will lose a game. It is that simple. We had a couple of scratch performances at the beginning of the year. Oldham turned us over away on an off day, and we have been getting close results. They've been going our way. Like I say, it's a sign of a good team if you can not play the best and still win a game. But we're looking for solid 70 to 80 minute performances, and that's what we're going to keep working hard in training, and we're going to start putting them on the field. As long as we keep working hard together, I'm sure we'll get them performances.
And finally, how will Greg Worthington be celebrating the first try of the season tonight?
I'll just be probably just have a couple of pints and pick a Chinese up on the way home. That'll do me. That'll be a steady Sunday evening for me.
Sounds fantastic. Congratulations, Greg.
Cheers, thanks very much.